Welcome everyone to TOTL Monday Meetup. It is December 15th, the countdown to Christmas, the last 10 days before December 25th. And if all of us are watching Wendy's post, Wendy Willard's post in our top of the line Facebook group, she's been doing a fantastic job counting down every day with little tips and tricks every day. So if you haven't paid attention to that, there's lots of different tips that you can you can copy and paste and share in your customer groups, in your parties, in your personal messages because Christmas is the time of gifting and a lot of people are still looking to spend money. But we have lots we want to share with you today. So, up first, I'm going to turn it over to Lindsay Markland.
Hey, everybody. Okay, I'm so excited today because I'm going to share a recipe for, I don't often actually, this is probably one of my favorite, but less used items because I do a lot of microwave cooking. But when it comes to oven cooking, I actually love my Ultra Pro the most. And my mom, this is definitely her favorite Tupperware, piece of Tupperware for sure. She uses it exclusively in the oven so far. Of course, our glass is also oven safe, right? So keep that in mind too. What I love about the Ultra Pro, and this is actually the one we can earn this week, right? So with 600 in sales, this is the Ultra Pro that we can earn. It is super lightweight. I got some Ultra Pro for my grandma when I first started Tupperware because it was so much easier for her arthritic wrist to lift out of the oven and, of course, in storage, right? If you think about where some people keep their like Corelle dishes, etc., their baking dishes, lifting those down, what a pain in the butt. And you can stack a whole bunch of Ultra Pros together. So I actually, this is the one we can earn, and this is the smaller size.
What?
Um, Here, and you can see that you can actually stack them so well together, and the covers actually stack too. So that's how they stay in my cupboard. Super easy to take out a whole bunch at once. Now, the other thing, I brought out both sizes because I wanted to show you this, especially coming up to Christmas when our ovens are really, really full and we want to be cooking lots of things in tandem. Ultra Pro allows us to do that. So let's go all the way down here. So I have got my smaller, shallow 2 liter here, and I have got the cover. Now the cover, of course, can act as a regular cover, or it can flip and you can actually cook something on top of here. Just like stack cooking in the microwave, you can stack cooker in your Ultra Pro. But in addition to that, you could actually add another Ultra Pro of the same on top of each other and stack this way. So I could have a ham in here and my veggies down here and be cooking so that I'm cooking up with more room to the side in my oven. So especially at times that we've got big gatherings, Ultra Pro is really, really great for being able to stack cook. The other thing that's great about Ultra Pro is that the way it's designed, the airflow happens around it, the heat in the oven. And so you'll find it actually cooks a little bit faster. So if you think about traditional ways of cooking in your oven, what happens is your item heats, like your Corral, say, heats, and then your food heats. With Ultra Pro, your food is going to be heating at the same time your Ultra Pro is heating, so you're actually shaving down a few minutes, which is great as well for cooking in the oven. And it is non-stick, so you really don't need to worry about much like extra greasing that you're doing in some of your traditional dishes, which is really exciting. So they are super easy to clean. So with all that said, we're going to do a cake today in the Ultra Pro that we can earn. And this is called a lemon sauce cake, but we're going to do a chocolate sauce cake because I didn't have lemon, but I really highly recommend doing lemon. With this one, if you've got lemon on hand. So what I'm actually going to do, I've got a cup of water and I've got it in my micro pitcher. And of course, the micro pitcher set, this one, as well as the small one, are in our 12 days sales right now, which is really exciting. So I'm going to put this into the microwave because I want boiling water, nice hot water. So I'm going to do a minute and 30. About in a regular microwave, your a cup of water is going to boil in a minute. And then I'm going to do my cake mix, and I'm actually going to mix it right into my Ultra Pro. So this is very low dishes for making this cake as well. Now, this would be a beautiful light yellowy color if it was a lemon mix, remember? It is not. And then I have got a cup of milk and Here's the other really great reason for Tupperware, you guys. I didn't have milk in my house, and I've got some friends who live really, really close. So I quickly grabbed my quick shake and just went over and borrowed. I'm probably not giving it back, but I might share them with cake with them. Some milk from their fridge because I hadn't had a chance to go grocery shopping. So I am mixing with my whisk, my cake mix with my milk right in here. Now, what's going to happen with our sauce? Well, this is a really cool kind of cake, and this is one that I've done at lots of parties that wanted to see the Ultra Pro in action because, of course, we want to stick from a time perspective to something that works in person for us with our parties. And with these guys, with this recipe, it's such a quick one that's delicious to do that we're not waiting a long time. So it's going to cook for about 20 minutes. But in the time that my water is boiling in my micro pitcher, I have mixed my cake mix in the bottom here. So that's beautifully mixed here. And this is going to be kind of like an upside down cake. So what I'm going to do is not a hill to die on if you don't have it perfect, but I'm taking it away just from the sides here. And we are going to pour our sauce on top. So just because you guys are watching me, if I was at a party, I would take my spatula and show how well the spatula is going to clean off my whisk too. But we're just moving on in this moment. So I'm going to take my cup of boiling water in my micro pitcher. And inside my boiling water in my micro pitcher is going to go 2/3 cup of brown sugar. Awesome to have in your modular mate. A lot of people find that if their brown sugar is hard, if somebody has hard brown sugar, we've got uh, like people give advice about putting a piece of bread in or one of those little like mice you can buy and so on, and just completely unnecessary because often you can put your brown sugar in your modular mate even when it's hard, leave it for a couple of days, and it's going to be soft enough to use again. So people are often amazed by that. So I've got my brown sugar and my boiling water, and I'm doing 4 tablespoons of cooking oil. I'm using olive oil, but you could use canola oil or vegetable oil, whatever you want. And that's it for the sauce, which is so exciting. So such an easy agreement because I've got my measuring spoon here. I'm just going to give it a quick stir to make sure that brown sugar melted, which it did. We put it right into boiling water. And now this is the magic of this cake. What's really cool is I'm going to pour this sauce on top of my cake layer. And we're going to let this cook, but see if I can let you guys see this and lean up the um, camera in a second here. We're going to let this cook kind of 20 to 25 minutes into the oven. And then once it's done, we're going to flip it. So the sauce is gonna, you'll see it's gonna go to the bottom, even though it's on top right now, which is really cool. So that's what it looks like right now. And into the oven it's gonna go, and we'll show it off once we've got it out.
Okay, that seems like a super easy party recipe. Now, Lindsay, one of the things that you used was that whisk, and that's also in the 12 days offers right now.
Yeah,
It's $5
good point.
off.
It is. And it is such a crazy deal as well, you guys.
I
I don't know
know.
if you looked at the kitchen. I don't even know how they can put them on sale for that cheap.
I know, it's crazy. And that's a great one to be using in your Ultra Pro. So good job on that. I wanted to show something else because you're talking about cooking in the oven, and a lot of us cook in the oven over the holidays. I'm just going to spotlight myself real big here because tomorrow night, Tupperware is holding an event where we're going to get to see from different people across North America, and it's going to be a progressive dinner. We're going to get to see everything from an appetizer to a main course, a dessert, and a beverage as well. And tomorrow, I'm going to be using the pressure cooker. So look for that event details in our top of the line Facebook group. It's going to be a progressive dinner with different people across North America. And in the pressure cooker, I'm going to be showing you scalloped potatoes. Scalloped potatoes in minutes. And you know what else I love to cook in the pressure cooker for the holidays? Cranberry sauce. And a lot of us, like, I don't know about you guys, I am not a big fan of cranberry sauce that comes from a can. I love homemade cranberry sauce. And so that's one of the contributions that I'll make at Christmas dinner. And then I'll do it in my pressure cooker. Now, we do have a pressure cooker Facebook group with lots of different recipes. So once I'm done my recipe, I'll share it in there. So be sure to add your customers to the pressure cooker Facebook group as well so that they can see the recipes in there too. And you could share your recipes with us. We want to know how you are cooking over the holidays. Now, speaking of holidays, I'm going to turn it over here to Lorna.
Hey, welcome to my kitchen. I thought we were going to hear from Jen first, but that's okay. We'll catch Jen after.
You know what?
Um,
Sorry about that, ladies. I
that's
just saw
okay.
the agenda,
You
but I think we're going to Lorna.
okay? Well, welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad that you're here today. So, I love Christmas dinner, but what I love even more is Christmas dinner leftovers. You can't beat a bun with some turkey and some dressing and cranberry sauce warmed up in the microwave a little bit. It's just my go-to. So Tupperware has provided us with lots of different options of containers that we can use for leftovers. And you have lots of these in your kitchen already that you can use. But as we have been told many, many times, we need to work smarter, not harder. And so it doesn't make a lot of sense. Well, actually, I was going to show you this. Do you see this basic bright? And this basic bright? And this basic bright? Now, these are still available in the 12 Days of Christmas. I love this blue color. Isn't it wonderful? So check those out. But it doesn't make sense to put my leftover dressing in here, and then I have to put it in something else to warm it up for a meal with my family. So I need to work smarter, not harder. And so that's where all of these goodies come in. Our crystal wave, our vent and serve, and even our roll glass can all be used for leftovers. And so even when you're prepping for your Christmas dinner, as Cora's talking about making her cranberry sauce, she's not going to serve it out of the pressure cooker. So she could make it the day before, and then what is she going to put it in? Wouldn't it look lovely in the voila glass? That would really show off beautifully. It's got a seal on it, so it's not going to spill in her vehicle as she's traveling. It's got a seal on it, so she can put it back in the fridge when she gets home. But it will make a beautiful presentation on the table in the voila glass. And I was thinking too about, and I don't, but maybe you make like that ribbon salad or a ribbon dessert with the different colors of Jello. Wouldn't that look beautiful? I can grab it in the voila glass. What a beautiful presentation that would make for your Christmas meal. But your leftovers can go into any of these containers. So your crystal wave, you can warm up in the microwave at 50 to 70% heat temperature, and your vent and serve in 70 to 90. And so maybe you've had your Christmas meal and you're all full and you're putting things away, but you know you have to go to work tomorrow and you want to take leftovers with you to work tomorrow. So then you need to get out your vent and serve divided dish to make a perfect meal in your lunchroom at work, or maybe even the crystal wave. Okay, your crystal wave, so you can have your turkey and dressing and potatoes and your veggies, and you can take some salad or dessert with you as well. So another thing that you could use for your leftovers. This container, and its name has gone out of my head for the moment. What a perfect container to put your leftover gravy in. Then you can just put it in your fridge. You can take it out, warm it up in the microwave, and you're good to go. Now, have you ever seen that commercial on TV where I think it's a mother and a daughter, and they're cooking in the kitchen, and they ask the son-in-law to get the margarine out of the fridge, and he opens the fridge, and there's like 10 margarine containers. And he opens one, and it's baked beans. And he opens one, and it's soup. And he opens one, and we're not sure what it is. And finally, they find the margarine. Sometimes it's like that when we've got lots of leftovers in our fridge. We've got lots of different vent and serve, and they're darker in color. And it's like, what is in that container? So you're opening them to see Well, I would suggest that you get a Sharpie chalk marker. Some of you have used the ones from Dollar Store. They never worked for me, so I'm glad I found the Sharpie marker. But I can just take this Sharpie marker and I can just write veggies on here. You see that? And I can write dressing on this one. And they can be in my fridge and I can see at a glance exactly what I've got. Now you can also do that with the crystal wave, but with the crystal wave, there is a spot under the handle where it's uh, smoother. And so I would suggest that's where you would write, or else write on the seal as well. Um, and then you can see exactly, especially if you've got like a Christmas Eve meal and a Christmas Day meal, and then you're getting together again on Boxing Day, and somebody says, get the leftovers out of the fridge, and you're not sure what you're getting. Excuse me, but if you've got it written on it, then you're good to go. Now, this is the crystal wave size that is a part of the 12 days of Christmas. It's a 3.5 cup, you get 3 of them. And so just to give you some idea, that's the size of it, of the one that you want. Now, hopefully, if you've got adult children coming home for Christmas, they're going to phone or offer to say, what can I bring for Christmas, Mom? And I would suggest to you that you say, bring a vent and serve, and bring a crystal wave, and bring a soup mug. Because they've got their containers if they bring them to your house, and then you can fill them up, or they can fill them up to take leftovers home. And you still have all your containers. You're not giving them away, you're not getting them back. A few years ago, everybody was home for Christmas. So that's about 15 of us. And as the kids were packing up, I kept saying, well, do you want some of this or do you want some of that? No, 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 we don't have any containers. And I said, but you do because you've got snack stores in your Christmas stocking. So get them out of your box and come fill them up. And they did. So think of that too as you are planning your Christmas and you've got family coming. What can I put in their stocking that might help take some of the leftovers out of my house? Now, if maybe you are going out for all your Christmas meals, maybe your kids are making them all and you get to just sit back and relax. But you like leftovers like I do. So make sure that you're loading up your purse or your bag, because you're going to be taking bags with presents and stuff in it. So you can always throw a few crystal waves in your bag to take along with you. Or you can also throw some of your silicone bags in your purse or in your bag, and you can fill those up too. Mashed potatoes, now gravy, I suppose, mashed potatoes and gravy. Definitely some turkey would go in here, and a few treats to go in there to bring home with you. So there's lots of options as you're thinking about Christmas, as you're thinking about planning your meal, thinking about, am I going to be putting the leftovers into a container, or am I going to be making my contribution to the meal in something like this that I can take home and store it that way as well. So lots of options when it comes to leftovers and using your Tupperware.
Lorna, I love all of those different ideas, and I want to be one of the people at your house getting Tupperware in my stocking. How awesome is that? Must be a big stocking. I think we saw your stocking on a past TOTL
That's
Monday
true.
meetup, and size does matter. Who remembers the size of Lorna's stocking, right? That's awesome. Now, speaking of past TOTL Monday meetup, okay, I wanted to show you guys something that just happened this week. So last week on TOTL Monday meetup, Lindsay shared to get your modular mate marshmallow demo ready. How many of you did that since last week's sharing? Okay, so here's my modular mate filled with marshmallows that we did this week. Caitlin put the date on. It says December 11th, 2025. So that's how we know when these marshmallows were put in the modular mate. So guess what? Now we have the bag beside it in the bag clip, and we'll be able to compare this for the next few months, the next few years, and we'll be able to show this to customers, whether it's in person or at our online in our parties. Now, speaking of in person and showing off in person, we had friends over this weekend for an event. Not related to Tupperware, because yes, we do have events in our house not related to Tupperware. And I have my big tea collection on the countertop behind me. And so the girls, the teenage girls saw my big tea and they asked if they could organize them by in rainbow order, which why not? Let them play with them. But as they're doing it, I'm talking with them, and I put water in the orange one. I turned it upside down and I shook it. You guys, can you hear that? Okay. That they were blown away by that. And the more people that see that Tupperware really has thought of everything with the seal on the big T, the more people were going to get buying it because more and more people have stories about their similar kind of beverage container spilling in their diaper bag, their purse, their laptop bag, their gym bag, their work bag, their carry-on bag. We can be the solution because Tupperware is has the best seal out there, right? So let's not keep this a surprise. Let's break open the seal and let everyone know about the Big T. Over the past few days, I've had several orders for Big Ts. I have several people picking them up. I have one person wanting to get a bunch for some work gifts. And really, we're talking about the 12 days of Christmas offers. We know they close on Wednesday, and the Big T is one of the best discounted products on the list. I think it's my favorite. So we need to let everyone know about it. Now, speaking of 12 days of Christmas, I am excited to turn it over to Jen to share a little bit more with you.
Thanks, Cora. Hi, everyone. It's wonderful to see you today. And I am so excited to be talking about the 12 days of Christmas or 12 days of holiday deals, whatever we're calling them, 12 days of Tupperware brand favorites. Um, and hopefully everybody knows by now, since Cora just reminded you, that these deals are still on until Wednesday, December 17th. So Tupperware spoiled us this month, kicking off the month on the 1st of December with the first of the 12 days of deals. And so not only were these deals available on the day they were released, they are available every single day while supplies last until December 17th. So if you don't have these items in your collection, make sure to grab them now before the deals end because all of the deals are things that we need in our home, if you ask me. Not only that, these deals make fantastic gifts. So whether your budget per person is around $5, $10, or more, there's something there for everyone. And so for myself, when the 12 days of holiday deals kicked off, I was super excited because for me, I don't do a ton of gifts for family. But I do give a lot back to the community, especially at Christmas time and year round. But of course, I did buy holiday gifts as well. So things like the water bottles and the big teas, definitely I grabbed some of those for teachers, for family members. They're easy to add a bow to and a gift card to, or you can just give them on their own. Things like the whisk that we were talking about earlier when Lindsay was making the cake. The whisk is great. I know there's been posts in top of the line about we whisk you a Merry Christmas, and you can stuff those with the Hershey's Kisses and tie on some ribbon or add a bow or something like that. And they make great gifts. The basic brights that Lorna was showing earlier, not only are they fantastic for leftovers, if you look at the price of that set, if you wanted to give those as individual gifts with our discount, and even for customers, actually, for customers, it works out to about $5 a piece, but less than that for us. And you can put in Christmas cookies or Christmas bars. You can pick up candy at the bulk barn or at the store, whatever's on sale, and give those as gifts. So how cool would that be to give those for Secret Santa gifts or for the bus drivers, the teachers at school, your friends, your family, and whatnot for only $5? And those containers last for a lifetime. So, like Lorna said, once people get those into their kitchen, they can then use those for leftovers for Christmas dinner. And, people will see them. And when they bring them out, everybody else is going to want them too, and they're no longer going to be available. So grab some extras right now if it's within your budget, put those into your stock. And when you start bringing these containers out with you, you can sell them later to other people as well. And in terms of giving back, if you're not spending a lot on family and friends this year and instead you're looking to give back, I'm super excited with the water bottles that are on for $9 and $11. That's before our discount, but you can grab a few extras of those. They fit in your bag nicely. And if you're out and you run into the unhoused population or you're passing by the food bank, you can keep some in your car if you're driving. Those make great donations again. And those are things that people can carry with them, especially when they don't have a lot of money. There's a lot of places where I live where you can easily refill your water bottles. And so, wouldn't that be a great gift to brighten somebody's day? The $9 one works out to 6.75 for us. And so, for 6.75, you can brighten someone's day. They can carry a Tupperware water bottle around and have that with them year round. So I think, we have to think about these things not only for ourselves and our customers, but also how we could give back. And yeah, there's tons of deals. Like, I'm not sure what your favorites are, but I said the big T, definitely everybody needs to have one. Even family members of mine that already have them are going to receive them in a new color, because nobody can have too many big T's if you ask me. You might want to line them up like the rainbow, like Cora was sharing. That's a really cool idea. I haven't done that yet, but I might want to start showing my VIPs that so that they might want to pick up some more before the deals end on Wednesday. Another thing is, when you're thinking about gifts, you can think beyond the holidays right now. Sure, these deals are on for the holidays, but most of us celebrate birthdays and anniversaries. We might go to housewarmings, baby showers, wedding showers, any of those things throughout the year. So, if you do have the ability right now to purchase some extra deals while they're on, you can grab those now and be prepared all year long. So again, just think about what things your friends and family will like the most, and you can stock up on those items as well. Make sure if you're doing a big order that you get in on the $100 plus challenge that Cora has posted in top of the line so that you can get your free keychain and you can also earn some other great prizes. And of course, if you're going to be placing an order of $250 or more, make sure that you're always setting that up as a party so that you can then collect gifts from Tupperware as well. So, while you're buying gifts for others, you can get more free gifts for yourself or gifts to give away to others, including your customers. So there's so many ways that we can be using the 12 days of deals. And I would certainly be curious to hear from you in the comments, what your favorite deals are, how you've been using them, if anybody's been donating, where you're donating, and what items you've purchased. And also, if you haven't purchased yet or you're planning to do another order, I want to see what's still on your list. So, anyways, thanks so much, guys, for listening. I am so looking forward to seeing that cake that Lindsay is making because I'm going to definitely use that for future parties. And I can't wait to hear what's next as well. Thank you.
Okay, I love all of those ideas, Jen. And you're right, the 12 days of Christmas. Thank you, Tupperware, for giving us so many great deals as we close out our 2025 year. And these deals do go until Wednesday. Now, Jen mentioned this challenge we have on right now. So I just want to draw everyone's attention to it, just in case there's a few of you who haven't seen it. This is the keychain challenge. I think it should be showing on my screen now. So every single top of the line team member who submits $100 this week, December 11th to 17th, gets this keychain. You earn it. And then the top three in sales get a $100 surprise pack each and every day. Now, for those people who comment on the image each day, you also can get in the wild card draw for a chance to win a $100 surprise pack. But definitely, we want every single top of the line team member to earn this keychain. They're going to be mailed out to you in January. So definitely go for that because when it's free, it's for me. And what a great offer. The other thing that's on right now, too, is tomorrow. Samples open. So if your account is active, you're going to get the opportunity to order some brand new products. And shipping right now, Tupperware is shipping out in about 5 business days. We're seeing orders get shipped out. And so there's a good chance you're going to get it at the beginning of January unless your order needs to be shipped via Canada Post, in which case you're going to have it very quickly after the offers open to customers on January 1st. Now remember, Tupperware announced that our sales month of December And our sales year of 2025 ends on January 2nd. And that gives us the opportunity to close out December with a bang, celebrating with our friends and family on December 31st as we bring in the new year. Okay, so lots of exciting things happening here. Now, you guys, I don't know about you guys, but this peeler, how many of you guys have the Tupperware peeler? You might have it in a different color, but how many of you have a Tupperware peeler in your kitchen? And when they were not available to order, you were super disappointed because you had customers who wanted them because people want the peeler. I mean, I'm get orders for the peeler all the time when I do trade shows. People ask for them. This is something easy I take with me to trade shows because it's easy to carry with you, right? Okay, so this peeler has a lot of different parts to it. So, of course, there's the straight edge and the serrated edge. Now, the serrated edge works great for things like, oh, like kiwi or tomato. I don't know. Does anyone here peel their tomatoes? Oh, you don't have a Tupperware one, Elizabeth. This needs to be on your wish list for only $12. Your doctor asked you about the peeler this morning. Yes. Hey, shout out to Cindy. She is at she's doing markets right now all over her part of the area in Manitoba, and she's on today with us. But anyway, this peeler has a lot of different functions, and we're going to show you more on upcoming TOTL Monday meetups. But today, here's a potato, and I'm going to stand because I find that usually when I'm peeling, I'm standing. And so I want you, let's see. I think I tested this, and then now how do I? Hello, right here. Right where I need to go. Okay, so this is the peeler. I'm using the flat edge. I could turn the blade around to use a serrated edge. But you guys, seriously, look at how easy that is. Okay, now, honestly, when you use this peeler, now I should do a longer. And what's great about this, I don't know if you can see, but look at how thin. Look at how thin this is. This is all I am getting rid of. Like you can't even see that. So I'm eating more of the potato. So we know lots of people over the holidays, especially, are looking to save a little money on their grocery bill. Imagine how much more of the food they're going to eat when they're only peeling this much. And this peeler it comes in black. It's a super nice color right now. I'm all out of the black because I've been selling them as fast as I'm bringing them in. But this is something you definitely want to add to your wish list if you don't have it. And you want to add it to your order. And one more tip about that, because we do have some items that are coming and going, and we do have sometimes items that are selling out. I recommend placing your order on your PWS. That's your personal website. So it's my.tupperware.com/ whatever your website is. And actually, is it my.tupperware.ca? Why did I just, yeah, okay. So ignore me. It's my.tupperware.ca/ and mine is my name after that, but yours would be whatever yours is. When you submit an order on your PWS, the order gets processed now and shipped out fairly quickly. Like I said, orders are shipping out within about 5 days. And then you get the commission on your PayQuicker account in about a week and a half's time. You have 10 days to add that PWS order and to link it to a Tupperware party you have set up in my office. And you have 45 days to close that party so you can benefit from the host rewards. So that's the way I recommend submitting orders is on your PWS as you get them so that those items can be shipped to you quickly. You can get them out to customers quickly. And then when you give them an order, of course, you give them an MPL postcard. I always give two because I want them to keep one and I want them to give one to a friend. And I want them to come back to me with another order. Okay. So speaking of orders, I'm going to turn it over to Lindsay because she did something this weekend that got her some sales as well. Now, I'm curious though, how many of you have the peeler and love it? Post
Me,
in the
I
chat.
do.
Yeah. Okay. So tell us a little bit about it, Lindsay.
About the peeler? More than what you said? I mean,
No,
I love
I'm sorry. You're talking about something else.
Yeah, I was like, you just did a really good job of telling us about the peeler. You guys, I'm going to share my screen from my phone. So just give me a second to turn off the timer on the oven. That's why I don't oven cook, you guys. When a timer goes off in the microwave, it stops cooking. It's a good thing I haven't burned down my house. I'm just saying. Okay, so let me just share my screen here on my phone and hopefully it'll come up here. Let's see. Okay, awesome. Perfect. I think you guys can see that. So I'm going to go into Facebook. Okay. So what I wanted to share with you guys today is I did a marketplace post on Facebook. A marketplace is in recent years fairly new to me. I don't do a lot of buying, selling outside of Tupperware. And also I haven't done a lot of marketplace posting. So some of you may be different and can add some great tips to this. But this season in particular, I know Dina talked about this last week or the week before. There is lots of people looking, right, for gift ideas and different things, and people want to be getting a good deal to save money. Oh, what happened? I mean, if you saw that, that was my nephew. What happened, guys? Technology. Give me a second. I'm going to bring back the screen share on.
Okay, just while you're doing that, I just had
Yep.
another order for a small big tea. Like it just popped into my inbox right now. You guys, these are so good. And I only mention that because the more we are celebrating and sharing the offers on social media, the more we're going to get orders. So yay, Tupperware. Thank you.
Okay, we're back. Maybe I'm going to take that off. Okay. Oh, you know what? I'm also going to stop. Nope. Guys, okay, so the other day, if you guys jumped on with me or if you saw the recording, Lorna, we were really successful. I was successful when Lorna was watching. The other day, we did a shipping Q&A, and if you're interested in that, that is posted in Top the Line. And we did this for a very, very long time and shared my screen on my phone successfully really well. So that's what we were hoping was going to happen today, and it is happening now. So let's just make sure this is the right one. Okay, so Marketplace. If you don't know how to post on Marketplace, I found it super easy after having really no experience doing it. And I had lots of really great success with this post that I made this weekend. So what I did at the very bottom of the screen, your app may look a little different. On my app at the bottom, there's home, friends, reels, marketplace, and notifications. So I went to marketplace. You can also get to it in my top left-hand corner. There is a what we call a hamburger menu, those three slashes, three dashes on top of each other. That's a hamburger menu. And you can get to your marketplace from there too. So if you click within that hamburger menu, then it brings up marketplace. So it's going to show you picks from your area, but at the top left hand is sell, for you, and categories at the top. So I'm going to go to sell. And this is where I can see my active listing that I made this weekend. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that active listing so that you guys can see it. And I'll click in it so that we can see what we're doing. So in here, you guys see this is new to me as well. So let me show you at the top what I posted. I posted one picture of our summary of 12 days of favorites. And I think this was really eye-catching to people to click on. So no prices on this 12-day summary. So the 12-day summary. And then I posted each of the 12 days, some with several on. And I'll post these configurations as well so that people could see many. You can only post 10 pictures at once on one marketplace post, so I had to put some together. So all of those didn't matter the order, right? And I got lots of people messaging me about specific things. So one specific person wanted the Wow Pop, one specific person wanted the rice maker. I had other inquiries just asking me about details, and I will show you that I think I can show you maybe, oh, under more. Nope. See, you guys, this is why it's so new to me too. In the description of the order, which I can't see from here for some reason, but I could see it when I look. So here, what I'm going to show you next, because I know I can get to it from here because this is so new to me as well. If I go into my messenger, and this is the part that was confusing to me. When someone messages you on Marketplace, it comes up as an unread message in your main messages. But if that doesn't happen, then I found that it disappeared. So for me, this is how it works on my iPhone. So I can see I've got one message, but then it brings up all of my marketplace items. So a post that I've done before, and then the current messages that I've got happening. So what's exciting about this, I don't want to open that one that I haven't messaged. The other way to get to it is at the bottom right-hand corner is under menu, bottom right-hand corner. Then I can also get to my marketplace messages from here. And if you haven't looked here, this might be a really great place for you to check just in case you've done one before and missed a message and didn't realize it. I've certainly done that in other situations before. So this allowed me to see. So I'm going to go into this one that I can actually take a look at the actual order from here. So you can see inquiry there. And here's the description that I wrote. The description was super easy, and that's now that I'm looking at from the other side, maybe it's not super easy for other people to see, but people differently were messaging me that they understood that I was putting in an order on December 17th. So I just said 12 days of favorite products, prices on images do not include tax. Message me for bulk shipping details. Sale ends December 17th. Right? And so I got several inquiries asking me when the order would be, how do they order, of course, which I just answered in many scenarios, that I would be ordering on the 17th, and that they needed to tell me what they wanted in that message. I also provided them with the MPL link, the master product list link, and said, besides these sales, you can order whatever you want with the bulk order on the 17th. And several people are looking at the MPL right now. I also got an inquiry about warranty, which is just an exciting way to message. But the most exciting thing for me was all 6 people messaged me about these ones. I also did a marketplace post for carryalls earlier than this, and I had 4 people message me from that one that were new. So that's total from these 2 marketplace, 10 new people in my area that I've never talked to about Tupperware before. So really exciting. And so if you haven't tried one, a marketplace post, I suggest trying one for yourself. You never know who you might connect with. And I will post these so that you guys can copy and share them the same way if you want to do the same thing I did.
Thanks, Lindsay.
Now,
That's great. Now, is your cake
we
ready to
can
share?
successfully stop this. Now that we, my cake is ready, so I want to stop this. I don't want to share the other way, but now that we need it to stop, there we go. Okay, so cake, I need to just put on my oven mitts and let's get it out. Oh, okay. It looks actually not quite done, but because I knew I was talking, you guys, I turned it off. Oh yeah, it's not quite done. It needs a little bit more. How do I show this to you successfully? Okay, but you will get an idea of what this looks like coming out, which is really, really nice because I want to show you how the sauce, see that? Look how delicious that cake looks. And you can see the sauce is all, so you can see it's a little bit jiggly still in the, I should be able to touch this now. Yeah, a little, not quite. A little bit jiggly in the middle, so it still needs to cook a bit, but all of that sauce that we poured on top is all at the bottom now. And so it's a super quick, easy recipe. And then when we flip it out onto our serving plates, we'll flip it out so that the nice gooey sauce is on top and it makes a delicious cake serving. So I'm going to put this back in for a few more moments, let this bake a little bit more, and then I'll take a quick little video or some pictures once we're ready to show off the sauce part.
Okay. Thanks so much, Lindsay. And thanks for sharing your recipe, but also the marketplace post too. And I saw in the chat other people are getting results too. And I think what would be great is if as we get results with our marketplace post, if we share in our top of the line Facebook group, that way we can all kind of use similar ideas and learn from each other as we're, sharing the offers from Tupperware and growing our business because there's sales out there for all of us, right? Okay, so as we close out the 2025 year, we kind of reflect back on, what did we want to do throughout the year? Did we achieve what we wanted? And then we start to set goals for 2026. And that's one of the things I like to do is kind of, okay, what goals am I going to set for the new year? And sometimes when we're setting goals, we like to compare ourselves to where other people are at. And, this isn't a sporting event. This isn't a sports game. We're not going for who has more goals or more field goals or more touchdowns than the other person. The great thing about Tupperware is you're only really competing against yourself. And what did you do this past year, this past month? And what goals do you want to set for the upcoming year? Now, when I'm setting goals, it's important to reflect back, but then to think about what am I going to do going forward? And so in 2025, we were Party Recruit Thrive in 2025. So we haven't set what our theme will be for 2026. So if you have any ideas, please reach out. But when I'm thinking about all of our team members setting goals for the next year, I want you to think about, what's one thing you could do to add to your business? So for some people in our team, it might be to do their very first Tupperware party. It might be to do their very first in-person Tupperware party. Maybe it's to do 2 more parties every month. Maybe it's to do 1 party a week. For lots of people, one of the goals I like to set is to be swimming every month because every quarter we have a consistency challenge in our top of the line Facebook group. So those people who are swimming in December and who did it in November and October are getting the Tupperware blanket. So a consistency challenge for yourself might be to swim every month in 2026 so that you can earn the awards. And then if you're going to do that, why not go for I did it each month? I did it would mean that you have 750 and 2 or 1501, right? Another one might be $1,800 and 1. Because at $1,800, that's when you get that $50 personal volume bonus, $50 deposited to your Pay Quicker account, 50 extra dollars a month. How many of you would love to see 50 extra dollars a month in your bank account? Right? And then that 1 recruit. And I love what Nancy posted in the chat to get team members active. And right now is a great time to get our team members active by reaching out to each of them and letting them know about the 12 days offers. Many of our team members don't know about the 12 days offers, and they also don't know that they have a free website, their personal website, their PWS, and they don't know that they can share that with friends and family across Canada. And when they share that link, friends and family who order from that website get it shipped right to them and they get their 25% commission. Now, when you're setting goals, you need to have 2 things. Okay. It needs to be measurable. So it needs to be something that you could say at the end of it that you did it. So if it's 1,801, if it's swimming, if it's 2 parties a week, that's something that at the end of the month you can say, I did it. And then the second thing it needs to have is a time frame. Anything that doesn't have any goals that don't have those 2 things are a wish. And it's hard to achieve a wish. So again, a goal needs to have something that's measurable and a time frame. So that at the end of that time frame, you can say, I did it. Now, you might want to set a longer term goal. And it might be that you're going to promote to manager by Spring Fling in March. Or you're going to promote a manager on your team by Spring Fling in March. Or maybe for Nancy, I'm going to have 5 active team members by Spring Fling. Or maybe you want to set a goal for June. End of June, it would be 6 months into the year, and I'm going to be a Tupperware director. So Nancy, I'm going to use your name. It's June 25th, 2026, and I am a Tupperware director. What you want to do then is go to June 25th on your calendar, circle the date, or if you have an online calendar, put it in there, Tupperware Director Promotion. I have promoted to Tupperware Director. I want everyone watching this Zoom right now, whether you're watching live or watching the recording, to set a short-term goal and a long-term goal. So something that you're going to do starting in January and then a future period of time and what you're going to achieve. Now, remember, everyone's goal is going to be different. But I want you to share that goal in our top of the line Facebook group. And for those of you who aren't on Facebook, I want you to share it in a private message with your director because we want to cheer all of you on to achieve your goals. And everyone's goal is personal and it is relevant to where you are right now. So if your goal is to do your very first video in January, perfect. We're going to cheer you on because we are top of the line and we're better together. And we're always cheering each other on. I hope you guys feel that. I really feel that when I see all the posts in our top of the line Facebook group. Now, speaking of cheering each other on, probably the biggest cheerleader we have in top of the line, who is 3 times awesome, Dina is going to share with all of you now. Oh, yeah, Dina, I'm matching you, my friend. Here we go.
Hey,
Okay, Dina, I'm excited for you to share today.
thanks, Cora. So, I like that Cora's talking about being consistent and making goals because that kind of feeds into what I want to talk about. And it is about being consistent. So, because the new year is coming, this is a great time to plan something new, plan something different, and keep working at being consistent. So, when the world opened up again and we were actually able to go out and do Tupperware parties and do Tupperware events again, I was really excited about that. And I wanted to do a bingo. I don't know why. It just looked exciting from the videos I had seen and, from people talking about it. That just became the thing that I wanted to do. So for the last 2 years, I've been working to get my bingos to be successful. So last year, I know personally that I was not consistent. I wasn't picking dates until the last second. I wasn't promoting it. All of the things that you should be doing were things that I wasn't doing. And at the time, I couldn't realize why my bingos were not as successful as other people. This year, I've had a change of attitude and I've had a change of mindset, thinking and realizing that being consistent is very important. So I started off the year having a bingo in January. And it wasn't great, but I had people there. And then at the January one, I set a date for February. And I want to say that probably February and March, we had to postpone those two because it was bitterly cold and I didn't want to go out and I didn't want people traveling or pretending to travel or saying that they're going to travel and not show up because there's nothing worse than doing an event and no one show up. So I did postpone. Actually, I think I did cancel a few. But then I started being consistent. So March, April, May, June, we did Tupperware bingos, and they did okay. I had a few people coming, and we had lots of fun. And then we took the summer off because I didn't think that I didn't want to do it, and then try and work it into other people's schedules because people are just so busy. So in September, we got hardcore about it, and I did lots of advertising, and Cora came, I think in September and October, or yeah, no, October, November. Cora came to help, and that made me push a little bit harder because I wanted it to be good, not just for myself, but to show Cora and TOTL that I can do a good bingo. So I sent a lot more private messages. I posted on Buy and Sell and the marketplace sites that I'm a part of, talking about the bingo using a picture that has all the information right on there. Of course, you can do events, but I couldn't make that work on Buy and Sell. So just having a picture really worked well. So since then, I've been seeing growth and I've been seeing a lot more new people coming, and a lot more people are saying, "Oh, I saw your post about the bingo. Sorry, I can't make it. Maybe next time." So people are actually reaching out to me now instead of me doing all of the messaging. to say, hey, this bingo's going on. People are messaging me and saying, oh, I'm sorry, I can't make the bingo. When's the date for the next one? So that is super exciting. That's really got me ready to keep going. So now I did a bingo last week and I had 13 people there. I had one team member helping me. Of the 13 people that were there, 3 were repeat and 10 people were new people that I had not met before who messaged me from Buy and Sell or Marketplace and said they were coming. So they RSVP'd because that was something that I put in my post. Please RSVP so I can bring a gift for you. But there was also 3 people who just showed up because she said she saw my post on Facebook. And I didn't actually get a chance to talk to her to see where she had seen it posted. But the mom and the daughter and grandma all came to play bingo and have some fun. So don't ever give up, guys. Be consistent, keep trying. I did have bingos where there was 3 people there. I had a bingo with 18. That was the best. 18 people, and then 3 of my team were also there. And this month again was really good because I had lots of new people show up. People are excited about Tupperware. They're happy to learn that Tupperware is still around, and people like to play bingo. So they come and play bingo. They get to win a prize. Just for coming in the door, and then they get a chance to win a prize playing bingo as well. So I've already set the date for next month. Kind of asking the people there what date works best for you because I'm pretty flexible. And so we came up with the date, and it's just going to happen. So Mondays are going to be busy for me because that seems to be the day that works best for everybody. So my next bingo is January 5th, I think, or whatever the date is. So yeah, don't give up. Be excited. Keep trying. Things will happen. And yeah, take your big T everywhere you go. Tip it upside down. People are fascinated. Let's sell them lots. Thank you.
I love it, Dina. Let's sell out of the big T's. Okay, so here's a challenge for everyone who's on right now. How many of you want to be like Dina and commit to doing an event a month in 2026? Now, remember what Dina said. There's a couple months she decided not to do an event because of the weather or because of summer holidays. But who wants to be like Dina and do an event a month in 2026? Oh, Dina wants to be like Dina. I love it. Elizabeth, Teresa. Okay, so let's get out there and get these events planned because we are TOTL Better Together. You might be surprised. There might be other TOTL team members who live in your area who might want to join and do an event with you. I see Tiffany Marshall on right now. Tiffany and Shanna have connected in Regina and have co-hosted some events together. And they're not on the same Tupperware team. They're both part of our top of the line company. But that option is available for all of you as well. So I want to thank everyone for being on today. Oh, Lindsay, I'm excited about this cake. Let's see, are we going to see it?
It's a good thing you said, should we come back to you? Because as per, this is why I don't oven cook. I forgot that I put it back in. But now it's really hot still. So I don't, normally I would let it cool a tiny bit before I flipped it out. But see, now I can show you, right? That's nice and beauty. So let's see if I can, it's really, really hot, but let's see if I can flip one out and make you guys all jealous that you're not in my house right now. Oh, the top is so crispy. Okay, so I've only ever done this with lemon, you guys, which makes the sauce look so much more obvious. But so look at okay.
Oh, look at that Tupperware plate you have too. But oh my
Mhm.
goodness.
Some friendship fountain
Yeah.
on those plates.
Oh, Trudy always makes this chocolate. Huh.
You always make it chocolate. Yeah, I've never made it chocolate. I always make it lemon.
It's
But
delicious.
I'm sure it's going to be delicious. The reason I like to make it lemon, well, actually, I only have ever saw the restaurant lemon, so that's all I've ever done it. But what I do like about lemon, or if you were doing it on a white cake, especially on a video, the sauce. But you guys can see the sauce looks pretty. Scrumptious, hey?
Mm.
So I'm sure this chocolate, it's really burning right now, so I'm probably not gonna try it. I have to try it. I might just burn my little lips. The sauce is pretty good on chocolate.
Do you use the same ingredients in lemon?
Yeah, exactly the same thing that I did. So what I did here, I don't know if you were on at the beginning, Trudy, you can watch the recording for any references. I will post it. But also, so yeah, what here, the recipe for here was 1 cup of milk with your cake mix, and then brown sugar, oil, and water for the sauce.
Okay,
5 ingredients or less. We know we love that.
I want to try this. I'm going to try it with gluten free too and see how it works out because that
Mm.
looks delicious and I feel like it smells good too. So I want to thank everyone for joining us today. We're only 10 days away from Christmas. So we want to make sure we're letting our customers know that our store is still open. We gave you some ideas today, but because some of you might want to submit an order now, it might not arrive in time for Christmas. No biggie. Some of the things I'm doing with my customers is giving them an item from my stock, and then I'll submit the order. And when it comes in, it'll just replace what my stock item was. The other thing I'm doing is I have some extra catalogs that I've cut out, like I can give to my customer as the whole catalog or cut out the picture of what they bought, and they're able to put that in the box or the gift bag of who they're giving the gift to. And then when the gift arrives after Christmas, they'll get it. So a couple different options there. But I want to thank everyone for being on today. And let's all take a moment to share our goals in our top of the line Facebook group and then comment below on the video recording that you've shared your goal for a chance to win. And we're going to give away some prizes for everyone who shares their goal, a short-term goal and a long-term goal in 2026.
Can I show you quickly something? What I did?
Yes.